Welcome to the Awakening Women Show. I'm your host, Leanne Oaten, a former counselor with a background in counseling psychology. I'm a mentor for high-achieving, ambitious women with over 13 years in the mental health and empowerment space. I've guided hundreds of women and have influenced over 100,000 through my platforms, podcast, and other courses, programs, and mentorship. I'm also the creator of the Relationship Clarity program, formerly known as End the Cycle, which you will hear me mention a lot of times as we go through the episodes. This program is to help women break free from destructive relationship cycles and come to clarity and power about their next step. This show is for the woman who knows her relationship struggles go deeper than the usual conflict. You know there's something more going on, but you can't quite nail it down or pinpoint what that is. You'll find clarity here, empowerment, truth, and validation. Clarity on whether your relationship can be healed or whether it's time to reclaim your life and move forward. What started as me sharing my own experiences quickly became a movement because the truth is so many ambitious, successful women are stuck in confusing and draining relationship dynamics while trying to rise in every other area of their life, career, motherhood. This is you, you're not alone, and you don't have to keep living this way. Inside this podcast, you'll hear some of my most downloaded episodes, plus fresh content designed to help you break patterns, reclaim your wholeness, and decide once and for all if this relationship is where you belong. I'm so glad you found this space. Let's dive in. Welcome to this episode of the Awakening Women podcast. In this episode, I wanted to chat with you about this time of year because I know from working with so many women over this holiday period that many times they are holding off on making a relationship decision until after the holidays, which makes sense to a degree, but also what can actually happen is that decision just continues to drag on into the new year and beyond because it just becomes another reason that they're going to put off making a decision. Now, you don't have to make a decision and pack everything up and move out the door tomorrow. Making a decision means I am no longer doing this, or this particular situation cannot continue into 2026. You're making a decision that the cycle stops now. It could be making a decision that I'm going to actually get support and the right kind of help and guidance. Maybe you've been here for years. Many of you have been on my email list since like 2020. And I've never seen you. You've never worked with me. You just open the emails, maybe listen to the podcast and don't do anything beyond that. And then you wonder why you're not moving forward. And I'm grateful for everyone who's been in my community for quite some time because I do value all of my members. But when I am cleaning out email lists, when we are doing the scrub of the list to make sure to remove inactive members, I see this all the time, and I see a lot of women opening emails that have been around for several years, but still have not taken any action on any of my support services. So maybe the decision is I'm going to get the support, or I'm going to invest in working with Awakening Women this year. Maybe it is making a decision to make a call that you've been putting off to get facts, to get information. Maybe it is having the talk or letting your spouse know that come the new year, things are going to be changing. There could be many different decisions, micro decisions that are being made that don't necessarily mean you have to decide and blow up your life tomorrow. The decision could also be, I'm going to formulate my plan. And then getting the support around how to do this. And this is everything that we do inside the collective is to help you get that clarity, stabilize your nervous system, set those boundaries, deal breakers, non-negotiables moving forward, and make a decision. And then once you've made the decision, you're walked through how do you make that plan step by step so you can do this from power instead of reactivity. And so this is what women are doing inside. They're all at varying levels, but they're all doing this work to become emotionally self-mastered, learning how to break emotionally addictive patterns in the relationship that they discover is underneath why they've stayed even though they knew better or know better. And I've worked with so many successful, high-earning women that stay despite having the financial ability to leave. So this is generally when there is a deeper level of addiction going on. Because yes, for sure, there are women who are financially dependent. I've talked with women like this. They have zero career, no way to support themselves, a whole bunch of kids, and the man is financially controlling her. That doesn't mean that she can't do something to change her situation. She absolutely can, but it's going to be a bit of a longer process. Whereas women who have the success, they have the careers, they have the financial ability to support themselves on the other side, yet they still stay. This is typically more so, it doesn't mean that there's no emotional addiction if you are not financially stable, but what I'm saying is what I see with women who are financially stable and successful is oftentimes that emotionally addictive component runs much deeper. And I've seen women allowing their whole lives and livelihoods to get destroyed by these men. And so if you're waiting for the new year, what I encourage you to do is to make a decision now, some kind of decision, because once you decide, then you cut off all other options. You make a decision, and it could be just that you're going to figure this pattern out. You're going to get support. You're going to get the help that you need because you've already tried everything, the therapy and all of it, and none of it has helped you get to clarity. So it could be saying, I'm going to find the adequate expert level support that I need to finally break through this and get a plan. And when you make that decision to, okay, I'm going to make this decision now instead of keep putting this off, because, you say January and then it can just continue on and on and on and become a continued process of procrastination and then slipping back into denial, back into the pattern and what we would call a relapse when you are close to being out the door or you are leaving and out the door. You're very vulnerable to falling back into the pattern. And so this is where having support, somewhere where you can land, somewhere where you can get that accountability is really crucial when you are really emotionally gripped into the relationship. So if this resonates and you are ready to make a decision, you're ready to get powerful support, you want the accountability, and you want to be held to a certain standard of how you're conducting yourself through this and beyond, then this is what we do in the Self-Sourced Collective. Now, I'm opening up again in January for the next intake. So we're not open at the moment, but what you can do is get on the wait list. At this point in time, I'm not working with anyone privately, one-on-one strictly. However, when I open up in January, there will be a small handful VIP upgrades available to join the collective. This is where you get some personal one-on-one access to me each month when you join the VIP level, which is a 6-month commitment. And so if you want to make sure that you don't miss this window of opportunity, then get on the wait list. It's not committing you to anything. You're not going to be hunted down. It's just so that you don't miss when it comes around. If you are really wanting support and you've been here a while, or maybe you're new and this is resonating with you and you want to work with me, then this is the only way you can work with me at this point in time. And it likely will be most of 2026. I'm really phasing out my private work and wanting to work in the one-to-many space because I see how much it actually benefits women to have the community and have the peer support from other women who are going through similar things, who are all collectively elevating themselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. They are practicing boundaries. They are breaking emotional patterns. And this creates a very sticky container that helps women to rise because they're all doing it together collectively. Because I love this format so much, I don't have any plans to change it or do a whole lot of one-on-one coaching. But as I said, there will be a VIP upgrade available when we open in January, which is not available at this time. We're also doing a January mini mind where we're going into vision, values, and how to step into your next level identity in January. So the whole month is going to be a mastermind in Telegram where we are elevating as a group. If you would like to join, then you will have to ensure that you're on the wait list, because what I will do is send out an email when we're about to start. And if you're on the wait list, I'll send you a special invite to get in early so that you can join the mastermind that we're doing in the group. Make sure you're on that list. So what you can do right now is at the top of a page, write down, when it comes to stepping into 2026, what I am leaving behind is. And the next level identity version of me no longer tolerates, I am no longer available for, and you just free flow write your answers to those questions. What really comes up when we don't question what we're writing, we don't overanalyze it too much, is our unconscious speaking. When we overthink it too much and second guess ourselves and overprocess our answers, and we don't trust that first hit that comes, then we get into intellect, and then we get into fear instead of our intuition and our unconscious mind. So when you're answering those questions, you just do it with the first thing that comes to mind or that first hit. And that is often the truth. That's our truth that we just haven't been making space for. So I really believe that the end of the year has a very special energy to it. I don't necessarily like the New Year's resolutions stuff, but I do believe in creating momentum for the beginning of the year, because I do believe that as we start off the year, it often creates a momentum. And many people I've been noticing have said this year has been particularly challenging. I've seen this across the board. And this is an opportunity where you can start the year off on the right foot as best as you can. Now, you can only ever control yourself. You can't control the external or what other people do, but you can control how you set yourself up for success and how you carry yourself through if you actually take action and follow through with what it is that you say you want, versus continuing to wait and hoping that everything is going to work itself out without actually influencing if it will or not. This is the difference between powerful women and passive women. And I love to work with powerful women. We don't do passivity in our communities. This is about showing up. I will give you the truths. There's no sugarcoating, but it's because I want women to move through. And these are all things that I needed myself. And I actually don't mind a tough love approach. I want someone to tell me what it is that I'm not seeing so I can move through it, because we can't move through what we don't see. So try that exercise out, create your vision. Another thing you can do that's really fun is to do a vision board or a vision. You can do it digitally. You can do it on Canva, which is canva.com. You can get a free version of that. If you're not a business owner like me that uses it every single day, all day, you can do a lot with the free version, and you can make a digital collage and put it up on your desktop that includes all of the things you want to call in. You can have the quadrants of success, health, body, relationship, love, have your quadrants, and then find your images and quotes that fit on each one and start creating that vision, because nothing is going to come in that we actually necessarily want until we put that intention out there. We put that intention of what it is we want to call in through writing it down, through visuals, through speaking it as if it's already done. All right, that wraps up this edition, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye for now.